What's up, guys? So Bitcoin has been staying steady right around 76,000. We were at 79 the other day. So let's get right over to my 822.34 terahash miner. I will show you guys my rewards really quick, and then we got a few other things to talk about because we may be getting a pay increase very, very soon. So as you guys can see, I made 38,197 sats. And then let's go over the USD. So you will see that is $29.14. So that is a little bit less than my payouts from previous days. And that's just because the time that I got paid, Bitcoin was worth a little bit less than the other days. So not a big deal, it's kind of what we do expect. So let's go right over to the Bitcoin price currently. So we are at 76,479. And I don't know if you guys remember, so my video yesterday, I was talking about how I was gonna take some Bitcoin and put it into Go Mining token. So if I would have done that, I would have literally lost like 1%. So that's why I'm trying to just stick to my strategy, like holding all of the Bitcoin, because that way at the end of the day, at least I have capital to be able to redeploy that capital into something else if that's needed, instead of just reinvesting and having everything stuck in the platform, because that's not what you want to do. Um, so I want to show you guys this video from Michael Saylor. So he has a hedge fund. I think it's called a hedge fund. So it's STRC, and basically what you do is you buy their stock, and then they give you a 11% dividend on your Bitcoin. And as long as you don't sell for 10 years, that 11% is tax deferred for the first 10 years. So pretty cool. So he's basically inflating Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's been it's supposed to like go flying down, but this guy's been buying like he bought two I think it was $2.54 billion dollars of Bitcoin last week. So crazy, right?
And then I think, which bank, like which will be the first bank to offer you a digital money account or digital yield account that pays 8% on your dollars?
That's the thing. So that kind of language right there is so defeating to the banks, because the banks they don't know what to do with crypto right now. This is why they've been delaying clarity. This is why Bitcoin hasn't gone flying up in price, is because the banks, they don't want to offer us a product. They don't really have a product to offer us, and they know that they are going to lose a lot of money from us not giving them our capital that they can then lend out 10 different times.
I mean, there's not one bank in the world, but it only takes one bank to decide, why don't we just give people 8%? And every bank in the world is literally one regulatory approval away. They just got to go to their banking
They don't want
regulator
to.
and get the sign off to offer a
Yeah, they don't
digital
want
yield
to.
account. And you're the bank that offers 8% instead of 3%. I don't know why you wouldn't slurp up 10, 20, $50 billion. And the same is true with crypto exchanges.
So yeah, the crypto exchanges, they do kind of screw us with the yield a little bit, so it is the same kind of situation.
So I think there's an entrepreneurial battle to see who's going to win the digital money race. And then there's digital yield. And in the digital yield, it's if the cost of capital is
Yeah,
400 basis points, then why wouldn't you just borrow at 400 basis
that is.
points and lend at 1150 basis points and loop it 3 times?
So I don't fully understand what they're talking about there, but I kind of do. So basically, in the financial industry, they are able to like take our money and basically re-lend several times, and I think that's what he's talking about there. But let's get back into just talking about what we normally go over. So I'm going to go over to the Go Mining calculator. So you guys will see I got my 822.34 terahashes, my 15 watts for so that is 47 satoshis per day. So my Go Mining token discount did go down a little bit, and that's because I've been burning through some my unlocked tokens, or my tokens that are getting released to me each week. So you will see that I did make $10.58 in profit in Bitcoin, but you got to remember I do get tokens per every single week now, and I think this week I think this week I got around 42 tokens instead of 37 because it seems like more people are investing in Go mining, so I'm getting more of a reward because they're investing in Go mining. So I'm definitely cool with that, you know. So 42 times 0.295. It's right around there. So about $12.39, and you divide that by 7, so that's $1.77. Then we add $10.58 to that. So you will see that I made $12.35 today, technically in profit, but you got to remember I am holding this full amount of Bitcoin. So then if I save to just even 115,000, 115,000 Bitcoin, that would mean that I have $25.47 per day in profit. But that's not even accounting for the fact that I'm paying this 1898. So if Bitcoin goes up 30%, I'm going to get a 30% gain on that $18.98. And then you're going to be able to add that and that's assuming this is 30%. You know, I didn't do the math on it, but let's just say it is 30%. So then you're going to be able to do the math and basically add 30% of $18.98 and add that to my daily earnings, and you'll see that how I'm just going to be skyrocketing. How even at $115,000, I'm suddenly pulling in over $900 per month in profit using this strategy of basically paying all of my electricity fees, all of my service fees months in advance. This is how I'm gonna make this work for me. And since I did invest in the Go mining token, I have some tokens that some of my investment, some days when the token goes way down, like today, I think I'm at a slight loss, like a 2-3% loss today. And it's not the end of the world because at the end of the day, I'm trading it for Bitcoin technically, and I'm getting a profit on Bitcoin as well. But then I'm going to be holding that Bitcoin until it goes up, and then that's when these numbers are what matters. Like it's not like who cares if I'm getting a 3% loss today when I'm talking about getting a 3, 4, 5x gain for my earnings today. Either way, you know what I mean? So this is what I was talking about with the difficulty. So you will see that we are 88.9% through the current epoch cycle. So this is epoch number 469, and this is because we get Bitcoin difficulty adjustments every it's like every 2 weeks or 15 days. You guys can look it up, they show it. I don't know the exact number on it. So one day, 14 hours from now, and you will see that we are behind 55 blocks. So with how random Bitcoin is, there's a chance that everybody mining for Bitcoin, that more blocks are found quicker and then we catch up. But there's also a good chance that this difficulty actually does decrease. So that's going to be a 3% gain in Satoshis. So this is my referral, by the way, and we're not done with the video, but this is my referral. If you guys could use the referral code, use the link. You can start with the platform with 20 bucks. You don't really need that much. Um, and then if we go back over to this, we'll see, so 38,197 sats per day. So a 3% increase would bring me to over 39,000 sats per day, and that's gonna be pretty cool if that happens. I'll be pretty pumped. And you guys will see that I do have like solid earnings here for being pretty new in the platform. So I am making the money. I am pulling the money out. I haven't pulled this out yet. I will eventually. Not going to say exactly when or where or anything like that, but I am planning on pulling this out. I don't think I'm going to do any kind of short trade. Currently, I may decide against. I don't know. So I don't think I'm going to do a short trade though, because just my idea of like getting the Bitcoin, having the Bitcoin over here, and having it grow, having my capital grow over here, and basically ensuring that I have like because I'm going to save most of that Bitcoin, but I'm ensuring that some of that Bitcoin at least, or the majority of that Bitcoin, that I'm going to have it in the future for my next endeavor, whether it's mining Bitcoin, whatever it is, because I'm not looking to have all of my money go into go mining and just have all my money in go mining all the time. At the end of the day, to when Bitcoin goes up in price, to really make that money, you need to have Bitcoin to make that money. And if you only have Terra hashes, you're not gonna be making the money, obviously. That is my kind of like strategy with this. I don't have the YouTube up right now, but you know, like, subscribe to the channel. We are growing a lot. I do have a merch store that I recently launched. I have the Bitcoin Magnum shirt. Let me know if you guys like the design. If you don't like the design, help me out a little bit on that. So that is being offered, and I think I make like $6 per shirt, so it's not ridiculously overpriced, and that is so that that money can go into being reinvested into Terra hashes, being reinvested into other projects that I'm starting up. Stay tuned, guys. Peace.